Hi, it's Trixie Mattel. Today we're painting with Dua. Woo!
Hey!
Do not adjust your TV sets. This is all real. We have the international sensation here today in the studio. Miss Dua, everyone clap. Thank you for coming on the channel.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I got this idea because you have a new album coming out.
Yes.
And I watched these TikToks of people who are in love, like you and I are.
Exactly.
And they do paintings of each other and neither are painters, and at the end they reveal and it's always kind of sad. But I didn't know if you were a good painter or not.
No, I'm terrible. I can't draw.
You can't?
No, I can't. I can do my eyeliner.
That's all you
because I've like mastered it on my own face, but other than that, it's bad.
I think that's all you really need though. So
it's perfect. I'm looking at these brushes and I'm like,
I know.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with them.
We went all the way down to the craft store, so we really want this to work out. I'm not a visual artist either. I've never done drawing or painting. I know how to do this.
Oh, yeah, but that's amazing. That's proper.
I guess, but it's just like painting an Easter egg, you know what I mean? You've seen me out of drag. You know about the egg situation.
No, stop.
Well, let's get in here. I understand that your album's called Radical Optimism.
Yes.
And I hope that today you have a little bit of radical optimism with this paint job we're about to do.
I'm gonna try and be my most radically optimistic self.
Yeah.
While doing.
I don't want to challenge you too much, but you are the type of person that seems to be good at everything. So
I'm really not. I'm really nervous about this. And the thing is like I don't really like doing things that I'm not good at, and this is something I'm not good at. So we're
showing vulnerability.
I'm being vulnerable here.
Well, I think, listen, would you be open to, if we do a good enough job, maybe even swapping out the album art for one of our paintings?
I mean, who knows? We might blow each other away.
We might blow each other away. Everybody at home, please remember that we're not professional painters and we're just two women against all odds here, okay? So the other thing is, I hate to make this more difficult. We only have 30 minutes.
Okay, great.
So let's should we just get started?
Yeah, let's get cracking.
I don't even know. I'm sorry to everybody at home who's a painter. I mean, I feel like, you know, when people are backseat drivers, there's gonna be like, what is this?
Blue? I don't know. I'm just.
Oh my gosh. Did you ever take like art classes or anything like that?
I mean, I had art in school, but I just really wasn't gifted in it.
Wait, is it true that you play the cello?
I used to play the cello in primary school. It was like, pick an instrument. So I just picked the biggest instrument. I used to be so small. I only really grew when I was 18. And I don't know, for some reason, I decided to pick the biggest instrument. It just got kind of embarrassing after a while. So I was like walking to school every day.
How small were you?
I was tight. I have to show you like pictures.
You'd be playing the cello and they'd be like, is she even behind there?
Is she? Well, I would walk to school and it would hit me on the top of the head and then on the back of the feet.
Stop.
It would just be...
They should have given you a piccolo or something. You know what I mean? They'd be like, gosh, that girl's so big. If you could wake up and magically be good at playing an instrument that you don't play, what would it be?
Piano or guitar.
I think piano. I mean, piano's one of those ones, unless you start really young, I don't know how you would like magically get it.
I have a piano at home, so I try and like out on it a little bit.
Well, do you have like famous friends that come over who do play it?
After a dinner party, there's always someone who wants to play the piano, so then everybody crowds around and they're like, let's sing some songs, but everyone's too drunk by that point, so it's never
I was gonna say, if you get people drinking a little bit, suddenly everyone's Elton John. You know what I mean? Suddenly everyone's in a fur coat with glasses on, like.
At the end of the night, yeah.
I'm taking you all the way back to primary school and middle school, not just with the cello, but I read this on the internet that you wanted to be in the choir and one of your teachers was like, maybe you're not much of a singer.
It was primary school and the music teacher was like, right, this was like assembly, and was like, right, who wants to sing and try, you know, for the choir? And I was like, oh, you know what, I'd actually quite like to do that. So I decided to stand up in front of the whole school and he started playing on the piano and it was on like this crazy high note and nothing came out, just air in that moment. And the whole school started laughing. And he was just like, you know what, better luck next time. And that was it, you know? And I kind of, later on, like I was part of the choir, but I was in like the lower vocal range.
Contralto.
I was in the contralto.
Yeah.
I was like 1, 2, and 3, and I was in the third doing the other harmonies, the lower harmonies. But then I went to singing lessons in a theatre school every Saturday in London. And it was the teacher there that kind of, he helped me build up my confidence. He was like the scariest teacher. His name was Ray. He was the one when I was like 9 years old. He was like, okay, I want you to get up and sing in front of the whole class. And I sang and he was like, all right, I'm moving you up to the class with 14 and 15-year-olds. And I was so nervous, but I went to that class, and he helped me like build up my confidence that I had something, and he like celebrated me for my deeper, lower voice.
Yeah, I mean, contralto is such a beautiful timbre, and there's not a lot of like pop artists who sing in that range. I feel like it makes your music so different. Maybe it's because I'm a drag queen and lower voices make me more comfortable because I'm like, is my voice high? Oh my God.
Yeah, I can go low.
You're the Kathleen Turner of pop music. So I gotta ask, obviously you're surrounded by the gays at all times.
Mm-hmm.
At what point in your life did you realize I just have to accept that gay men are gonna be around me forever?
I just love it. There was no like accepting. I was in it. I don't know.
You were
Way
one
more
with the
fun.
gays.
Life is way more fun with the gays.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't wanna get confident. Mine looks really good so far.
Yeah, I'm killing it.
Is this black? Can I grab this?
Yeah. Here you
Oh
go.
God. If we actually do a good job.
Yeah, then maybe I might consider.
Yeah, this music thing, you know, I think you've
Yeah.
give it up, you know? Just
Start
switch to
painting.
painting.
Maybe
Although-
we can hang these up at like the MoMA or something.
Yeah, I think that
I think
people
they
would
might be
love
down
that. You and I do one painting and suddenly become famous artists. I think that's super fair.
to.
Can I ask you a question about touring on your scale?
Yeah, go on.
Your first time touring on some of these scales was opening for other artists.
Yeah.
What are some of the artists you opened for?
So my first ever show that I opened up for was like a Lollapalooza after show or pre-show or something, and I opened up for the 1975.
Oh.
That was like the first one. Then I went on tour with Troye Sivan.
Oh, yes.
So I opened up for Troy.
He's everywhere now.
He's just the loveliest
He is.
ever. Like, I mean, we became friends on the Blue Suburbia tour, which is the one I supported him on, and we just remained really good friends since. He's just a delight.
I did a little tour in the UK once and he was there and he was doing the same venues as me, but standing. So we were like trading venues every night.
Oh, no way.
And so I would go to his shows some nights and then we would like go to each other's shows and kind of hang out.
Oh, it's so fun.
And his parents were there, you know, he tours with his
He
parents and
goes
stuff.
everywhere. I love that.
But I was so interested because I was like, so your mom and dad come to the show every night? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so you go up there and sing these songs about receptive anal sex.
And your parents are just there listening to you.
Oh yeah. And I went to the show and I watched and his mom's in the front row like, yes, bottom. Like she loves it. She loved it.
They are so supportive. They're so lovely. The whole family. I've hung out with them in Melbourne as well when I was just there.
I see him in like the YSL ads and stuff, like
I
on the
know.
street
But
all
isn't
the
he
time.
so gorgeous? What the f am I doing at this
Girl,
point?
the way I'm about to end,
Like-
everybody, this is amazing what I'm doing.
Oh, it is?
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad you're so happy with yours because I'm panicking. My arm is blue for some reason because I mixed my colors.
But to be fair, I haven't gotten to you yet, and that's where I think this is either gonna take a turn.
Oh, right.
You have a glam team on the road.
I do, yeah.
So let's say Desert Island, you're stuck doing your own glam. What's your like one look that you know you can do?
Desert Island, you know, I like to rely on the sun to give me a tan. And then it's like bronzer, bit of blush, spiky brows.
So there's no glam team. Your strategy would be to lay outside in the sun.
Yeah.
I like it. That's
No
what I do.
glam team, like honestly, nothing like a sun-kissed, natural sun-kissed look. Like I feel like when I've got good like natural sun, I don't know, I don't really put makeup on.
Me neither. Me neither.
You love SPF?
Yeah, of course, right? Especially since I'm bald, I'm like, I might be some old, weird, bald gay guy someday, but I'm not gonna be that gay guy with like raisins on top of his head, you know what I mean? I'm trying to have a little more dignity, not a lot.
Not a lot, but just a little bit.
Is it okay to get paint around the painting?
Oh my god, I have just royally f***ed it.
I'm gonna snap, honestly.
I mean, yours looks really good, I can tell.
What if I'm like so into it and so confident, then I turn around, it's like a stick figure?
No, mine's a stick figure.
Yours.
So whatever happens, you're gonna be fine.
Are you familiar with the pop artist Lizzo?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
She learned to play flute from her high school band teacher. And there's these famous clips of her like going to her band teacher and being like, thank you for teaching me to play the flute. You should have the reverse of that, where you go to the music teachers who told you couldn't sing and be like, and now what?
Yeah.
What is the truth, Ellen? You know?
You told me I couldn't sing.
Yeah.
I know, I actually recently just went back to my primary school, but he wasn't there anymore.
But you showed up ready to like,
I was ready to fight.
yeah. You're ready to start a school bus on fire. or
I was
something. Yeah.
Exactly.
You got to work with John Cena in the Barbie movie.
I did.
I'm
He's-
obsessed with John Cena.
He is wonderful.
Oh, love that.
Oh my god,
No, don't show me.
Do you want to just see, because this is really scary.
No, we're gonna wait till the end. I'm using Radical Optimism.
Well,
Okay. I
I'm
mean,
not feeling radically optimistic about this one.
well, how did you come up with that album title?
It was actually a term that was introduced to me through a friend of mine. I was doing an interview with him, and he was like, I heard this term, radical optimism, and I think that's something that we really need, and it really stuck with me. And
Until now.
until this very moment where I'm like, you know what? I feel like this is something I need to set on fire because I'm scared to turn it to the
No!
camera. He kind of put that term into my psyche, and everything in my life started connecting to that, about remaining calm in the chaos and being okay when things don't go the way that you intended them to, and remaining positive and looking at the bigger picture rather than just something that's like immediate. And
Well, I feel like as artists, sometimes if it's like not exactly what we wanted, we do have a tendency to be like, burn it down, shut down the building.
1000%. And actually, in hindsight, you realize that it's all part of the journey and part of the process.
Totally. At the end of the day, like what artists do is important, but sometimes like working with Katya, she reminds me like, girl, we're not doing heart surgery. We're not, hanging off a cliff, rescuing children from a burning building. Like at a certain day, like a certain time of the day, it's just drag. Calm down,
Yeah, but you are bringing a lot of joy, and you're allowing people to be seen in a way that they have role models to look up to. And I think like the work that you do also is like not to be diminished. Like, okay, like I'm sure that you're saving lives too.
So you'd say that I'm kind of on par with like the American Red Cross or like.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, thank you. Oh God, this is either coming together or really.
I feel like I'm about to have a mental breakdown with this.
Again, radical optimism.
Yeah.
Okay, performing live. You do have to have nerves of steel to perform live. Have you ever had things occur? Have you ever had the Beyonce hair stuck in the fan? Have you ever had the fall down the stairs?
I've had so one time I was in Detroit, and the first half of my tour I would have like this toaster that would take me up to the top of the stage and then would bring me down really quickly so I can go and do quick change before the next act. And it was one night in Detroit where the toaster didn't go all the way down, and I was in such a rush, and as I opened the door I smacked my head into the stage.
Oh my God.
And I was like so like discombobulated anyway. I quickly did my outfit changed and I ran back out on stage, and then I was performing and I'd like forgotten my words because I was so like
concussion.
mad. Yeah, concussion.
Yeah.
And then the next day when I went to Columbus, I was like, I'm gonna go and get an MRI because I was feeling bananas. So that happened, and then in Milan and in Barcelona in exactly the same place, I like fell over.
So we're just lucky to have you here today, is what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
happy to be alive.
I read a lot about your early pre-professional music career as a model.
I didn't really model. I did like commercial work and stuff. I got like scouted outside of a place called Topshop, which doesn't exist anymore.
Rest in peace, Topshop.
R.I.P. But I did like commercial modeling. I actually ended up doing like this advert for X Factor where I sang for the commercial, and then
I read that.
off the back of that, I ended up being offered like a publishing deal, which was a really horrible publishing deal, which I never ended up signing. That was like my springboard, which kind of led me then to going into the studio and working with different artists and producers. So it was, again, another thing. I was like from a situation where I was like, oh no, this person's like trying to f me over with this contract that they put in front of me. It actually led me to something better.
Sometimes you gotta wait for the right thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of like what we did with painting.
Yeah.
You guys got 5 minutes.
No. Oh my God, how do you make skin color?
Well,
Help me.
You'll find out when you see mine.
I have to say too, I think I use too much paint. I think artists, I don't know what they're doing. This just looks like, how do you feel about your skin being the color of ketchup or mustard?
I think it's fine because honestly, mine's kind of, mine's a little Dijon-y.
Oh God, I forgot about you. This is like the hardest part. Oh God. It's literally a beautiful painting, and I swear you're about to look like the Jack in the Box, like smiley face in the middle here. I'm so sorry.
Can't wait for you to see mine.
You have a really interesting name. I thought maybe it was a stage name, like a drag name.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's a stage name. Dua it's an Albanian word. It means love. My parents, I'm originally Albanian from Kosovo.
Not from Albany.
Not from Albany, no.
Got it. I
Albania.
don't know why some people would think that. Now, if
If
you did have a drag name because your real name's so interesting, we'd probably just have to go really boring. Beth Smith.
Beth Smith. Beth Smith.
This is Kim Kapowski. I don't know.
Kim Kapowski, that's not boring.
Some kind of, fun little name.
Kim
like
Kapowski
that.
sounds like a fun time. Good time.
I have to ask a question I think about all the time because I've been doing drag for, let's just say, a while. As an artist, as a female artist, when you see the drag queens doing your music, and doing your looks and doing your choreography, what does that actually feel like? Is it really crazy?
I love it.
You do?
I love it. I absolutely like thrive. Every time that I get sent something, I'm very happy about it. But what I'm not happy about is this painting. The bonnet on this is insane. I don't know what I did. Like, why?
Did you say the bonnet?
The bonnet. Like your bonnet, your hair.
Oh, I thought that you
The
painted
barnet.
you painted like a colonial woman bonnet on yours.
It's actually really, but there's a lot of hair and there's not a lot of hair there.
We're gonna get, it's very still life, and then for the duo, we're gonna get very impressionist because I don't have a lot of time left, so let's just see what happens here.
I'm really nervous because
I'm so sorry.
you know, I never really, I just stick people was really my thing.
60 seconds.
Shut up,
60
Nick.
seconds!
Get out of here.
No.
Get out of here. No.
I'm panicking.
Oh, God.
I don't know what to do.
Are you familiar with the American folk artist Joni Mitchell?
Yes.
Okay, she paints a lot of her album art. Maybe you could start doing that. Everybody, do you know that Dua paints her own album art? And people will be like, oh, very interesting.
Yeah, I think after this, they're all gonna wonder why I haven't been doing that.
Totally. I like that there's no words on the album art.
Yeah, I like that too. I have like this edition with like a PVC bag, which then will have the writing on it. But then when you take it out, I just prefer the picture to be clean and clear.
Oh, yeah.
I think it says Radical Optimism enough, just the image itself.
I wanted you to look so pretty, and you do look like John Cena and Barbie with that long wig on.
10 seconds.
And I'm really
I'm
sorry.
panicking. I don't know what to do, and I don't know how to fix this.
I don't know how to fix this either. I just want to say I'm sorry to the gay community. I'm sorry to the Dua Lipa community.
I'm just sorry to everyone.
I was.
That's time.
I'm so.
It went so well, and then you look like the girl from The Grudge. I'm sorry.
Can I see yours first? Or
Okay.
Can I show you first, and then we turn it to camera?
Yeah. Should we
No,
do like?
I'm really.
Well, I'll go first because I want yours to be the grand reveal.
No, yours is gonna be so good. Trust.
No, I just want to cover you, and I want to show you how good it started.
Okay. It's really like the girl from The Ring.
I know. I'm sorry. Like, but that's okay. Let's
Okay.
see. Okay.
So that's my painting.
Check out Radical Optimism, people. You're gonna need it. All right, you're gonna need it. This is amazing. Cheers.
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 Not the shop.
They're zooming in. They're
Not the
zooming
shop.
in.
No.
Yeah, it's Pennywise.
I was trying to get like my gold top, but there wasn't enough colors. And then I was trying to get my red hair, but like you can't even tell that the hair's red.
This is Radical Optimism by the girl from The Grudge, and I'm sorry. All right, here we are. Check out Radical Optimism, brand new album by our friend Dua. Goodbye.
Yay.